Hello everyone, I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney, and today I'm here with another video about the Imago Softworks / Alex Maurer situation. It's become apparent that Alex is not stopping just because Imago's got an attorney and went and got a TRO. That just meant that Alex has avoided violating the TRO while continuing to wantonly and apparently fraudulently, or I don't know what the word would be, but she's issuing more and more DMCA takedown notices. There were notices that went out to River City Ransom Underground by Kineta Software. There were notices that went out to videos of people who were talking about the situation. Some people are very upset. Some people don't know what to do. Lots of people have been contacting me, and I would love to be able to fix every situation as quickly as possible, but it's not entirely practical in every situation. And I've been trying to address that with everyone who's approached me, but like I said, it's not always entirely practical. So I came up with a different solution. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has an Internet Crime Complaint Center. It is a place that has analysts that take information about Internet-related crimes and triage them or classify or categorize them into reports that go to the appropriate authorities at the FBI or whatever the other authority would be. In a case like this is a federal case. This is a copyright claim. These are DMCA claims under penalty of perjury. So these would be prosecuted by the U.S. attorney and probably investigated by the FBI. So I found links, and I thought we should go over some of this today. So this is the website for the Federal Bureau of Investigation Internet Crime Complaint Center. And if you go here to ic3.gov, they have a form that you can fill out. And so I thought we'd start by going over the frequently asked questions, who qualifies, etc. So, who should file a complaint with the Internet Crime Complaint Center? You may file a complaint if you believe you have been the victim of an internet crime, or if you want to file on behalf of another person you believe has been such a victim. So everyone who has first-hand knowledge of the DMCAs that Alex has sent is welcome to report with specificity the actual crime that has been committed. What details will you be asked to include? You'll be asked to include pretty much everything. The name of the victim, including how to get a hold of them, where they live, any financial information, which is probably not applicable to this. Alex, I don't think, has stolen any money from anybody directly, as in she's stolen income, or rather she's prevented you from making income if she's taken your video, but she hasn't stolen the money for her. So I don't think you're going to be filling out the financial transactions section. The perpetrator's name, address, telephone, email, etc., you can get all of that off of the internet. The address, I'm not going to provide that, but close enough would be just to say that she's near Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Specific details on how the victim was victimized, so talk about the DMCAs and all that. The law that was broken was 17 U.S.C. 512F, so it's a violation of this section here, 17 U.S.C. 512, limitations regarding material online, and the section is F as in Foxtrot, called misrepresentation. Any person who knowingly, materially misrepresents under this section, this copyright section, that material or activity is infringing, or that material or activity was removed or disabled by mistake, shall be liable for damages and under penalty of perjury. So this is the law that was broken, and of course perjury laws in the commitment of that breaking of the law. How does the IC3 define internet crime? It includes any illegal activity involving one or more components of the internet, such as websites, chat rooms, email. Internet crimes include the use of internet to communicate false or fraudulent representations. So I think this falls under all of the categories and things that the FBI is looking for here. So I say let's do it. Can I file a complaint if I am a citizen of the United States but have been victimized by someone outside? Yes. Can I file a complaint if I have been victimized by an individual in the United States but I am not a citizen of the United States? Yes. What happens after I file a complaint? Trained analysts at the IC3 review and research the complaints, disseminating information to the appropriate federal, state, local, or international law enforcement authority as appropriate. Will you be updated? No. Will I be informed that my complaint was received successfully? You will receive a thank you for submitting your complaint. That's it. How do I cancel my complaint? It cannot be canceled. Should I retain evidence that supports my complaint? While the IC3 does not collect evidence, you may cut and paste information into your complaint. You must be sure to keep all of your original documents in a secure location. So if you do get contacted to respond for your input on the complaint, you will want to be able to provide the evidence in its original form. So definitely keep links and screenshots and any other information that you think is relevant to your particular case. So then, here is the actual form. If you follow the links to their form, you'll be asked to fill in the victim information. You can skip the financial transaction section if there was no monetary financial transaction involved. And then provide just a paragraph or 3 or 10 or however long it takes you to describe the incident. Provide a description. You may want to check this other box and provide false DMCA claim as the reason. Information about the person who victimized you would be Alex Maurer. You'd want to provide all the information you have here. She's from Pennsylvania. You can say she's from Doylestown, Pennsylvania would probably be the closest major city that she's near. If an email was used, provide a copy of email. Were there any witnesses, etc.? So fill in the facts as you know them for your particular situation. If you had a video taken down, fill in anything that you know about that. And then, were you the victim? And then, if you are the victim, you can provide your contact information. If you're not the victim, you can also provide your contact information. So great. And then you'll be asked to sign the complaint. So I will be filling out one of these myself on behalf of Imagos, and I'll be taking the time to do that. And I really think that everybody else should do this too. And that should possibly get the U.S. Attorney's attention onto this case. Turning to a different solution that I came up with, a lot of people have been asking me about filing a class action. It's entirely possible to file or apply for class action status in the Imagos case. There are a lot of prerequisites, so I thought I would go over them now. We need the class to be so numerous that joinder as plaintiffs would be impracticable. So that's sort of a legal definition. I need to make both the factual arguments and the legal analysis to say that there are so many class members that I can't simply join them all into the suit. And we have a lot of that. There are lots of impractical reasons why I can't just join everybody, mostly to do with financial responsibility and professional responsibility. There are questions of law common to the class, questions of law and fact common to the class. So that's pretty easy. Everyone's receiving DMCA takedowns. Well, put on the brakes for a second. What if every individual DMCA was for a different content or different class, different waves of DMCAs from defendant were for different reasons or things. So the judge has to agree that everything has a common question of law or fact. But still, I don't think that's a failing argument. I just think we have to make sure we make those arguments. The claims or defenses of the representative parties are typical of the claims or defenses of the class. Yes, I think so. I think the Imagos as the representative party would be typical of the claims of other members of the class. They had videos and their video game taken down. Other members of the class have had their videos, including Conatus's video game, taken down. So it might be possible to have everyone join up as class members instead of as plaintiff parties. And the representative parties will fairly and adequately protect the interests of the class, meaning that I will act, or Imagos will act, or whoever is eventually appointed as the class action attorney or firm would adequately protect the class and not just their own interests. Then the court also has to appoint class counsel. In other words, I, as Imagos' attorney, would not automatically be the class counsel for the class action. Class action lawsuits are more involved, so they usually involve a team of people, and so the judge would want to hear from me how in the world I would be able to handle this. I would either be hiring a team of people or hiring another attorney, or would be hiring a whole separate firm just to prosecute the class action part of it. So that's all that requires a lot of discussion with my client, with the community in general. So we're moving along with this fairly slowly. I may put up a form on my website for everyone to submit their basic facts of their takedowns, and I may ask to join other individual plaintiffs, but only if we can really afford it. So right now the problem is mainly money, and I'm not trying to ask for even more money at this time. Nothing is really happening right now where I need more money. But when we try to go forward with class action status, or when we try to join a number of different plaintiffs, we're going to need a lot more money. The $25,000 that I asked for is probably only enough to cover Imagos and their situation. It is probably not enough to join plaintiffs and create a class action lawsuit. So that's why I thought that the solution with the IC3, the Internet Crimes Complaint Center, would be a better solution. Those complaints might go to the U.S. Attorney, and the U.S. Attorney could act on behalf of everyone much quicker than we can in a civil case without unlimited funds. So it's a very, very difficult situation all around. I think defendant knows that, and I think defendant is taking advantage of that. So let's try to feed defendant as little attention and energy as possible, and instead focus our efforts on what the legal methods are that we can get through this. I realize it's a lot easier for me when I have tools and you who can just talk about it. So yeah, I'm not envious of anyone's position who's had a video taken down and feels powerless to be able to do anything about it. So if you have been a victim of Alex Maurer, I recommend you go to this website and fill out this form and have the person at the IC3 forward your complaint to the appropriate authority, and maybe with enough of us complaining, the appropriate authority will get involved. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm Leonard French. I'm the attorney for Imagos Softworks. We have a GoFundMe currently set up. I will put a link to that in the description below so you can donate to Imagos Softworks and Star Mazer's cause. I also have a personal Patreon for this channel that you can donate to, and I would like to right now thank those people who are currently donating to me on a monthly basis. Some of those people are donating $500 a month. That's New Sensei, who is sponsoring a video, The Basics of Copyright for YouTube Creators, which will be coming out later this month. My $50 a month supporters are Joshua Meinzinger, Baxorn, John Cripps, Nate Beck, John Steele, Westin, Lohne, and Lydia Collinson. Thank you all very much for your support. And I have a bunch of $5 plus supporters who are scrolling on my LED panel behind me and are in the description below. And I have a number of other $2, $1, or any amount supporters who might even not want to be on the panel, who I also want to thank for all of your support. I will be doing a Sunday live stream every week from here on out, skipping here or there, but I'll let you know in advance. So every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern U.S. time, Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing kind of a lawful masses church service. Instead of it being a religious service, though, it'll be all about the law and the channel and the status of things in the world. A little question and answer section, very low key. I'm even more relaxed than I am usually in my videos. So thank you very much for joining me then. I'll see you there. And I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney. Have a great week.